All right, we are back, and if you thought part one was wild, you really need to buckle up for this.
So in part one, we learned the method, how to use just your breath and some music to basically biohack your brain. But now we have to answer the big question. Where do you actually go? Well, a psychiatrist named Stanislav Grof spent 50 years creating a map of the mind specifically for this state. And this map, this isn't just some abstract theory. It's a journey into the deepest, most hidden parts of your own consciousness. It's like a secret geography of the soul. And honestly, it is way crazier than you can possibly imagine. So, let's dive in.
Okay, but to understand the map, first we have to get our heads around the core theory. Why does any of this even work? What's the actual goal of this entire wild process?
It all comes down to one central idea: blocked energy. See, Grof's theory is that trauma, unresolved conflicts, all those difficult emotions, they don't just disappear. They get stuck. They get lodged in our minds and our bodies, and they become these little pockets of energy that affect us in ways we don't even realize.
So the breathwork and that intense, evocative music, it acts as a turbocharger for your psyche. The whole point is to bring all of that stuck, blocked energy flying to the surface so it can finally be dealt with, released, and healed. Now let's look at the first stop on Grof's map.
The journey begins in a place that's actually surprisingly familiar: your own life story.
This first level is called the biographical. It's kind of like your brain just opens its own personal movie file. You might vividly relive memories from your childhood, or suddenly have this profound, new understanding about something that happened years ago. It's you processing you. But this is just the launch pad.
Because the next level, this is where things get completely wild. Grof called this territory the perinatal, and his theory here is still one of the most controversial and frankly mind-blowing ideas in all of psychology. He believed that in this state, we don't just remember our birth, we viscerally re-experience it, like a full-body reliving of the single most traumatic and transformative event of our entire lives. And he broke this down into these really distinct stages he called the basic perinatal matrices.
These are the basic perinatal matrices, or BPMs for short. First, there's BPM-I, the no-exit stage. This is the absolute nightmare fuel feeling of labor starting, where the womb suddenly feels like a prison. Total, overwhelming entrapment and claustrophobia. Then it explodes into BPM-3, the titanic struggle. This is the fight for your life through the birth canal, a full-on battle against crushing pressures, a desperate, violent push toward the light. And finally, you get BPM-4, death rebirth. This is the moment of liberation, of being born, but it's experienced as a symbolic death of your old trapped self and a total rebirth into a completely new reality. You're not just remembering something, you are experiencing the template for all struggle and freedom. But believe it or not, it doesn't even stop there.
After you've journeyed through your own life and your own birth, you reach the final, most mysterious level of the map, the transpersonal. This is where experience literally goes beyond you, beyond the self.
In this slide, it just barely scratches the surface of how far out this map goes. In the transpersonal realm, the boundaries of your ego can completely shatter. People report these profound experiences like feeling one with the entire universe, having vivid ancestral or past life memories, encountering these archetypal figures, or even identifying with the consciousness of an animal or a plant. This is consciousness totally untethered from your personal identity, and it's here that Grof's most famous discovery tends to happen.
After moving through the personal, the perinatal, and the transpersonal, a lot of people arrive at this place of ultimate clarity. A sudden, overwhelming, system-shocking moment of insight.
Grof called it the cosmic joke grid. It's a sudden aha moment where you get the cosmic joke. You see with this absolute, undeniable certainty that all of life, all the struggle, the pain, the joy, everything is part of a grand, divine, and ultimately playful cosmic game. Now that doesn't mean your problems aren't real. It just means you suddenly see them from a perspective so vast that their terrifying weight, it just evaporates. It's a profound shift.
And the result of finally getting this joke? Well, the sources describe it with stunning consistency. A feeling of immense liberation and joy. A deep sense of relief, almost as if a lifetime of tension has just been released in a single beautiful moment of understanding.
So that's Grof's map. It's a journey from your own memories, through the primal trauma and triumph of your own birth, and finally dissolving your identity into the cosmos to arrive at this moment of profound, liberating insight.
This entire journey is what Grof actually meant by the name holotropic, a movement toward wholeness.
He called it an inner healing intelligence, and it's activated and powered by nothing more complicated than your own breath and a killer soundtrack. So what's the big takeaway here? We've seen that this isn't random. There's a map. A map into the depths of your own mind, a way to release all that blocked energy and move toward wholeness. A map that can take you from your own history through the crucible of birth to a state of cosmic unity. Which leaves us with one final provocative question. If this journey is even remotely possible, what's really stuck in your blocked energy? What's waiting to be discovered on your own inner map?